to be alone. Appears to be alone. Appears to be alone. Time is a long, 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 long time before the dawn. Such a long, long time before the dawn. Speak out, you got to speak out against the madness. You got to speak your mind if you dare. Such a long, 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 long time before the dawn. It's been a long time coming. It's going to be a long time gone. But you know, the darkest hour is always just before the dawn.
Oh, you're really good tonight. You know, this is the most outrageous spectacle I've ever witnessed, ever. There's only one thing I wish. I sure gotta pee. And this ain't nowhere to go. I believe we're gonna go up the country a little bit right now.
was a fuzzy fuzzy.
You fucking jerks.
So we ruined that for us? What happened?
Well, we were standing on the curbs watching them come in last night, all the townspeople.
Yeah.
It was just like an army invading a town.
Really?
It's hard to believe. Beautiful people.
Yeah, if the kids get lost.
What do you guys got here?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale? Oh my goodness.
With all these weapons.
You've got... Oh man.
Okay, nice. But I'm
Who's in charge of safety?
no one. Yeah. Come on, follow me.
No guys,
Let's see how hard I can go on this one.
But he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on before the sun. My baby coming Monday, and notice he's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die for You're singing at the Ryman.
What are you doing here, Mike?
You learned this in cooking school?
Chef school?
Chef Joe show you this? Probably wouldn't know this technique. That's a cooler handle right
Yeah, you gotta use what you got.
there. You gotta get those top corns down. Yep. Around.
Don't let them fool you. Or even try to school you. Oh no. We've got to mind our own. So go to hell if what you're thinking is not right. Love would never leave us alone. I in the darkness, you must come out the light. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved, oh yeah, and be
It's not a good one to video. No, it's not.
Okay.
Fragile bodies of touch and taste. This fragrance skin, this hair like lace. Lovers in a dangerous time. Lovers in a dangerous time. I'm like a wagon wheel. Rock me on any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind that remains. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
G, E minor. C, G, E, C.
Mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like the southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. I get shot, never stop a static, I just get it off my chest. Never had a battle with a bulletproof vest. Take for example, a tip from me. Take all of your body, give it up to charity. That's what I got, it's within my reach.
After 2.5 days of peace and music,
Well, we're at like 2.4.
2.4 days. So I guess
We're scheduled for 2.5.
we still have a little bit of time to go.
Little time to go.
I'd like to ask a few questions from reporters
Yep.
on how the festival has gone so far, what your thoughts are. So first question we'll take.
Yeah, hi guys. It's Jake Purdy from the Ottawa Citizen. Hi.
Morning.
Just wondering in the end how you had the insurance underwriter update the risk with the lawn darts. We noticed yesterday quite an amount of activity with the lawn darts. How'd you work that into the contracts with the insurance company?
Well, we've been on the phone almost constantly with the insurance company and our lawyers. The lawn darts were a late addition.
They're on speaker right now, actually. Here.
Yeah. And so it took us a while, and we. So yes, we did end up getting coverage for the lawn darts to a maximum of $3,500 liability.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Really,
to follow
it's
up then.
basically to cover one eyeball
Yeah.
injury.
Okay.
That was what we assumed we would have. And the person that had that injury is fine.
Okay.
You know, you play with that amount of lawn darts, and that's what happens. That's the
Just
percentage
one
of
quick
people that
follow-up.
get
Was
injured.
it found in the typical impact spot of a?
Where would that
as
be?
As a lawn dart it gets lodged typically into the eye socket and gets
So-
lodged through there.
All the participants were warned.
Yes.
If someone says heads up, you do not look up.
Yeah.
The insurance people covered that. We had them sign the waivers. Everyone was told
When
heads up.
playing lawn darts, heads up means
Don't
do
look
not look up. Okay.
Okay, any other questions? I think we do have a question.
So,
Please identify yourself from which media outlet you're reporting from.
CBC Ottawa.
CBC Ottawa,
Of
okay.
course, only the best. So there was a Broadway performance yesterday late into the night, but I don't feel that was well promoted, and I think many of the participants missed out. How do you explain that, and how can you correct that for the next time?
Tough one. So again, we can't be held responsible for the activities past the
Midnight is the official.
yeah the venue. We set up the Slipland side. We set up certain events. We can't be held responsible for what happens outside of our control.
We're like gardeners. We plant a garden.
Yeah, yeah.
And the flowers are the what happens. So,
Yes.
and also, I'd like to clarify, it wasn't Broadway. It was off Broadway performance. Any other questions?
Yeah, Wesley Benjamin from TMZ. We're told.
Oh gosh.
This guy.
Oh boy.
DMZ.
Apparently, you had an unprecedentedly large slip and slide. Would you say that was well engineered? And any regrets?
I unfortunately it was completely not engineered. We had tried to get an engineer on board, and they wouldn't sign off on it because they didn't want to take their stamp and put it on there. But it was run through a multitude of smart folks that gave it the heads thumbs up.
Something of that size too. Like
Yeah.
you can't prepare. Like you can go into we went to the store and said like you can't just tell them you're building a 200-foot.
No, I lied. Yeah, when I bought that stuff.
Because they won't sell it to you. We had to buy
no.
the soap at different
Yeah.
stores so that they know that.
Yeah.
So there was contract splitting, is what I hear.
Yeah.
Contract splitting? Yes.
Yeah.
If that's what you call that.
But yeah, that slip and slide was well put together. It was done safely. We had a lot of experienced people that have slipped and slide before. We had one small injury with the slip and slide. We took a minute to address said injury, and everything was great afterwards.
All you can do is learn from your mistakes.
That's right.
We realized
They
we had
almost got a
few-
concussion. With the
That
injury.
particular participant put the record in for the amount of slides one could do on a slip and slide.
Do we know if your
Hands up.
injured person is going to file,
We discussed it with the lawyer. The injured party has been compensated substantially for the injury, and he's agreed to part ways happily.
He did.
Sign.
And on the whole, we think it was. We had over, I think, 50 total slides, and I mean one minor
Slides.
injury. That's
Yeah.
that's a good percentage.
Again,
A
yes,
lot of
we've met the
scratches.
percentage of what we would.
And our acceptable tolerance.
It's a
of,
very acceptable
injuries.
tolerance of injury. Yes.
Like you could be walking around and fall,
yeah,
get
Yeah.
hurt. So I mean,
like
whether-
someone could be hurt out there now that we don't even know of.
Thank everyone for.
Don't go in the water.
We'd just like to thank all the guests for coming. I mean, we think
Our
we-
sponsors too.
yeah, our sponsors. Who did we end up getting? Coors Light and
Miller Lite,
Miller Lite.
mostly.
It's weird to get two different competing beer companies to sponsor your event, but
We didn't tell it's cross-competitor.
prolific users.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
got-
again, the rioting, like, I don't see how we could change that. I don't know. How you
We've got 0.25 of a day left, so
Yeah.
yeah, just have fun out
So
there.
far, the crowd's been pretty tame today.
Yeah, very subdued.
Yeah. I mean, the fences are going back up. Fires are out. Yeah. So that's positive for us.
You did okay. You did okay.
I don't think people clap at the end of press conferences.
They do with this one.
It's a festival.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify. It's someone's head off, no human contact. And if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said fools. I think you better quit, let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip. It's all about the he said, she said fools. I think you better quit talking that. It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the blood stain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better watch your back, cause I'm f***ing up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get f***ed up. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said fools. I think you better quit, let it slip, or you can leave it with.
Good afternoon. I've been tasked by the festival organizers to release this statement. Unfortunately, the festival cannot continue as planned. Attendees must vacate the property immediately. Anyone found on the property after 3 p.m. will be reported to the local authorities and campsites will be destroyed. The organizers cannot be reached for this comment. Please send any questions to Lackluster Music and Art Fair, P.O. Box 19769. Thank you.
So how did you find out about the Lackluster Music and Art Fair Festival?
I slept with the chair of the committee.
Say it to the crowd.
This is G-rated.
My second favorite part was probably the off Broadway show.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
I really enjoy the boiled corn.
Both? How many ears of corn did you eat?
I think about 4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, lots of butter.
If you had to change one thing about the festival.
I think I'll make it 5 days long.
5 days?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How many ears of corn did you eat, sir?
I had only 1 ear of corn, actually. I'm not a big fan of corn.
But you enjoyed that.
It's more of a livestock food item than human. Yeah, luckily enough, our tent was able to fit the barbecue right inside of it. So we did quite a lot of that. The microwave cord didn't reach the tent. So
That was one complaint.
Well run. Security was a little lax, but otherwise it was good.
What would you say is your favorite part of the festival?
The weather.
Hi, sir. How did you find out about the festival?
Well, it was kind of a group thing. I had a bunch of friends that were talking about it, and I'm not really on social media, so I was just talking to my buddies, and they're like, "You got to go to this festival. It's a big deal this summer." So joined along, and it was great. Favorite part was probably the rave hangar. The rave hangar after the after the party kind of wound down. I really enjoyed the slip and slide as well. That was a real highlight for me. Got a few scratches,
Few
and
raspberries
stuff to show. But
Any suggestions for the organizers?
well, I'd say more. There wasn't enough nudity and body painting.
So, yeah, we got campsite C1 we booked really early, and I would say if you're going to do that, if you're going to camp next year, this is probably the best site.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part had to be the awesome atmosphere around the campfire, everybody chatting and singing. yeah, just a great time.
And will you be back next year?
I'll be back next year. I'm gonna have the lyrics nailed down for a better performance, so looking forward to that.
Excellent.
Well, I came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, "Tell me, where are you going?" Yes, he told me. Said, "I'm going down to Leicester's farm, gonna join it."
And that's that. That concludes Lackluster 2022.
We are stardust, we are golden, we are blue-colored, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. Well, then can I walk beside you? I have come to lose the smile, and I feel myself something turning, and maybe it's the time of year. Yes, and maybe it's the time of man, and I don't know who I am, but life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, we are blue-colored, and we got to get ourselves back to the garden. We are stardust, we are golden.